Upon arriving at the Lawler house in Kildare, I'm greeted with the sound of music in the air. This brother and sister band have spent all morning practicing some of their favorite tunes. The Lawlers' passion for traditional music can be traced back to their grandparents, who, after immigrating, didn't want to lose their Irish heritage.
My parents were from small towns in Tipperary, and they decided to leave in 1970 when my eldest brother was 1, and they moved to Luton Town in England. The Fleadh was always the highlight of our year growing up. It was our 2 weeks to come back to Ireland as a family, and we used to arrive at our grandparents' house and be very excited as they would also join us to go to the Fleadh Ceoil, which we have great memories of the stole in the 80s and camping at that with our grandparents and our parents and family, and it was always a very, very big event for us.
This time around, though, they're not just going to the Fleadh to soak in some traditional music. Mary, the oldest daughter, will be competing in the under-18s category with the 7 Septs Ceoil band.
Ceoil band for me is my favourite aspect of playing the fiddle. I love being a part of it. I love playing together and pushing out the power. It's like the reason I play the fiddle is to be in the Ceoil band. I think winning the Leinsters and to go on to play in Mullingar is just such a big confidence boost, and I'd love to do well in that competition and just pushing it out as much as we can, because there's so much work that goes into that Ceoil band.
Another sibling that will be competing is 13-year-old Margaret. In Mullingar, she will be playing with the James Finton Lawler Ceoil band, as well as individually in the under-15s harp category. Her achievements were recently published in the Kildare Nationalist newspaper.
When I was learning the harp at first, there wasn't really a lot of people around, but now I'm kind of meeting a lot of new people because of groups that I'm in. I've been competing in the Fleadh. I have done 4 solo competitions, which were the harp slow airs and harp fast tunes, and then piano fast tunes and then piano accompaniment. It can be overwhelming, but it's not always about the results, you know. I enjoy the competitions overall.
Michael is the oldest of the siblings. He will be off to college soon. He's been playing the uilleann pipes for almost a decade.
My uncle used to play the pipes, and I suppose I'm sort of carrying on the tradition. It looks very technical and very hard, but once you get past the first 2 or 3 years of learning, it becomes easy and it becomes natural.
There's a lot of trial and error that comes with finding out what instrument suits you. 15-year-old Sean told me of his own experience with this.
Normally, Irish musicians, they start on a tin whistle because it's easier, but I couldn't really play it. I don't know why, I just didn't catch it. So my granddad's old accordion was sent over to me from England, and I had a go on it, and I found it way more interesting, and I just picked it up.
The youngest member of the family, William, who's 12 years old, enjoys having siblings and friends he can share his love of music with.
It's really nice, I got a lot of friends from playing music and doing different things, and just playing with my family, doing the accompaniment baron with Sean was really fun.
Because of how fast these siblings have advanced with their instruments, they sometimes have to travel to nearby counties to learn from professional musicians. It's also how they ended up being part of the Portlaoise branch of Cultus.
I suppose it's natural that when musicians like the Lawlers in Moon reach a certain standard, they're looking for other musicians of a similar standard to come together.
For them, it's become more about friendship. When they're with their friends playing, there's no better feeling for them. You know, I might encourage them to practice when they're younger, but now they're at a different sort of stage.
Can you tell me, what are you looking forward to about the Fleadh in Mullingar this year?
Just for them to enjoy it. They're at an age now where they can go to sessions and it's not just about mum dragging you around. They go off and do their own thing, and hopefully I get to go and see things that I'd like to see too.
The Lawlers will be at the Fleadh to support Mary and Margaret and to showcase their love of traditional Irish music.
What a talented family, and we wish them all the best in next weekend's competitions. Now, after the break, we'll be finding out more about the Fleadh here in Mullingar, the highlights. I'll be meeting some of the volunteers, and I'll also be getting a lesson in sean-nós dancing. We'll see you in a few minutes.